Okay, so come on down. We're gonna get started on the floor with log rolls. So go ahead and have some space. Lay down. Okay, so here's where we're gonna start. Legs together and arms can be crossed across your body. Now from here, you're gonna try to log roll, starting from your center, trying to make this a whole body motion. Think about squeezing your legs together. Good, and then wherever you are, you're gonna go back. For us, we're going back and forth in a short motion. Now, if you only have a tiny bit of room, just go side to side, trying to alternate directions. Try to keep your legs straight, so really straighten through your legs. Good, we're trying to work this motion to be as much as a whole body movement together and not segmental. Once this is easy, if it is easy, you can stay here. You can also make it harder by bringing your arms over your head with your shoulders by your ears and hands together. Just show one time with that. Good. This is a much harder motion because you don't have as much core strength because your arms are up. So you can bring them back to your chest if that's easier, feels more comfortable to you. For these last 20 seconds, see if you can close your eyes now. Continue doing what you're doing, log roll, and close your eyes. You also want to notice if you're moving equally, and you'll notice that if you start to make your way different places around the room, like if you're traveling, that means you're not moving equally. If you're staying in the same line, you're doing a great job. Either way, you're doing a great job. Okay, and rest. So we're going to stay on the floor for this next one. It's called rolling like a ball. So maybe show a profile, so sideways. So we're gonna lay down onto your back, knees bent, and just hug yourself up into a little ball. And start to shift your weight back and forth until you start rolling like a ball, a little bit faster. Good, so you're gonna use some momentum here, that's fine. So basically you're rolling to the tops of your shoulder blades and then all the way up to your tailbone and trying to kind of stop just for a second on your tailbone and pause and then roll back. Good, so we're trying to make this roundness in your spine so you can make more of a ball shape, so you can have more rolling motion. You definitely want to do this on a carpet or a soft surface because it will hurt your spine otherwise. Good. We're going to do a few more seconds here before we roll over onto our bellies, so just keep rolling back and forth, tucking your head towards your knee, making a tight little ball. 10 more seconds. Keep rolling, couple more times. Good, and then just release down, let your legs be long and roll over onto your belly. Now keep your legs to the floor, arms straight out, and just lift your arms off of the mat. A little bit of your chest, and you're gonna pedal your arms back and forth like you're swimming in the water, moving them back and forth, nice and slow. It can be hard, so take breaks when you need to. Just 10 more seconds. Back and forth, working through that upper body strength. Good. 5 seconds, you can do this. 4, 3, 2, good, and rest. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna stand up, and this time we're gonna use a small ball that you can handle and hold in your hand. Okay, and it's bouncy enough that it's gonna bounce. Okay, so bring your legs together. This is just gonna make it a little bit more balanced challenge if your feet are all the way together, touching. Okay, so now you're just gonna bounce the ball in front of you with 2 hands and catch it. And now you're gonna throw it up and catch it. Bounce it, catch it, up, catch it. That's it. Pretty simple, but this, I want you to focus on trying to move equally through right and left hands. So you're trying to bounce equally, catch equally, not use your dominant hand too much. Okay, we will use separate arms in a later sequence. You can bring your legs even so they're touching, which is going to make balance a little bit more difficult or challenged. Any ball skills like this are working your vision. They're actually shown to make even deeper connections between your right and left hemisphere of your brain. And when you do have those connections, it helps you with your learning and your math and organization, all the skills you need for school and everything else. Just about 20 more more seconds. In later programs, you may see this coming up with a little bit of timing, which makes it more difficult because you've got to throw and bounce at a certain pace, but more of a challenge. Good. Okay, rest and bring that ball just off to the side because we're going to use it again in just a minute. So don't have it too far away. Okay, so come back to standing. Now reach one leg forward. Let's take your right leg forward like you're stepping forward. Okay, and then you're going to take the left arm. So opposite arm is going to reach out. And then you're going to jump and switch this like a scissor. So jump and switch, jump and switch. Good. Now we're going to add this little bit of rhythm here. So switch, switch. Good. Good. Now if at any point the timing is just too much, you can move at your own pace. You can add this in later, take a break when you need, and come right back. So opposite arm is reaching with opposite leg, yeah. I know, it can be hard and your body will want to use same arm, same leg. So this is working lots in your brain. So it's okay to take these breaks, to switch if you feel like your legs are tired. I know, this is our last one with jumping today, so luckily we'll just get to stand after this. And it's raising your heart rate, always good to get that brain flowing, blood to the brain, blood to the body. Yeah, take a deep breath. Take water breaks when you need, always drinking lots of water. You can take breaks when our model doesn't, or you can take them with her. All right, good. Okay, go ahead and grab that ball one more time. Again, you want to use a ball that's bouncy enough. When you toss it, it'll bounce up to you, but also you can catch it. Okay, so take just your dominant hand. Okay, for our model, it's her right hand, which might look like left to you. But take your dominant hand first, and all you're going to do is bounce it down and catch it. And catch. Yep, pretty simple. You can be standing. You could even sit for this one. Really, we're focused just on this eye-hand coordination using single arm. We're going to progress this, and as you continue throughout the program, you're going to see a little bit harder and harder. Good. Like we've talked about before, all eye-hand coordination tasks really help the brain learn better. Also helps with coordination. Makes you learn faster, quicker, and easier. Only about 30 seconds left. Okay, last 15 here. Ooh. It's okay if that falls. Last two, good, and last one. Okay, so we're gonna switch this to the other side, so your non-dominant hand, and start to, when you're ready, bounce and catch. This might be harder. Don't be frustrated if it is, just take your time with the movement. You do not have to go at the same speed as the model here. You can go at your own pace. You definitely have to have the right ball though, one that can really bounce and one that you can hold in your hand to catch, otherwise this will make it a lot more difficult. Just 30 seconds. We are trying to catch with that underhand grip, just like she's doing. 10 more seconds. This does take lots of concentration, improves attention and focus. Perfect. Okay, so last little bit here, you're gonna take that ball, dominant hand, bounce it to the ground, catch it in your non-dominant. And then now bounce it back. That's it, just back and forth for 1 more minute. And these are great activities because you also have to figure out how hard you have to bounce it to get it to come back right to your hand. We have a nice soft surface here, but if you have hard floors, it's obviously better to do it there. You could do this outside, on a sidewalk. Again, you can go slower at your own pace, whatever feels good and you feel successful with. You got about less than 30 seconds left. And then we are all done for today. Deep breath in. And you're done. Good job.